this off my wish list from one Montian, okay? And essentially, I wanted to like get back into reading and stuff, so I bought this guy here. But he's out of battery. This is an excellent unboxing already, I can tell. The device actually works pretty well, and it was pretty good for reading. But I want to be able to read before bed, and you're not supposed to be looking at light and stuff. And I've been really wanting to. Like try that out, like not having any light on and stuff before you go to bed. See if that affects sleep at all. Especially because I can track it using this guy. See how many hours of REM that I get and whatnot. So this is kind of out. I mean, your options if you're gonna not look at anything with light, like directly in the eyes before you go to bed, are like basically like meditate or just like sort of chill, doing nothing. And I don't really like doing nothing all that much, so I was kind of hoping to get into the. 1 second, I just realized I should probably put on. Okay. I'm not really in the business of doing nothing. What is that bracket on the stream in the top right? It's chat's there. There it is. If you keep going. No, it's not even blue light. It's all light. You're not supposed to have direct like light into the eyes. Like ambience, I think okay, but like you're supposed to keep it really, really dim. So you can. Fatternoosh says you can just read real books. That's true. But I don't want to spend a ton of money, and ebooks are way, way, way cheaper than books are. And honestly, I have also no storage space for books. So if I actually got into reading and wanted to like actually burn through like some books, this is just not actually, the play. It's not going to work out as well as you think. See, I like this meme here. I think this is just too bright, right? Here we can just. There we go. I like they do this a lot. Like the companies now, like they insert these little tabs. You see that? For the unboxing memes. Hold on. It's like we'll move the mic towards it. Get the ASMR unbox. It actually worked. Didn't come out even, but pretty close. Damn it, microphone. Just chill, buddy. So is that... I wonder if that's it. Is that the whole meme? Dude, I didn't realize how tiny it was. Look at that. Look at this little thing. Like, I knew it was a small device, but I didn't really quite get the concept of how tiny. Hold on. Perfect. Oh shit, bro! I didn't even realize. Like this is screen. I thought I had to peel this off. This is legitimate screen. I feel like I'm. Where are the buttons? Oh, there's a button there. It says power button. Oh shit. It's very like, ooh. Ah. Ooh. Is it touchscreen? I don't remember. Holy shit. It is in fact touchscreen. Yeah, like I've used this guy, the HD7, but never one of these. What about audiobooks instead? Nah. I'd rather just read at my own pace. If I'm gonna listen to anything, I want to listen to podcasts, like conversations between people. So this is an updated version. Yeah, but I've never owned one, so I thought it'd be cool. Like, if you ever buy something off my wish list, I'll probably unbox it, just because. I mean, why not? So Montian bought us this, and his gift note said something along the lines of like, You know, I hope this Kindle helps you lead like the rebellion against books. It's like, all right, he wrote that. That's good. So is this like booting up or what's happening right now? Not quite sure. I mean, built-in battery, weeks of battery life. I do like that. Get started. Connect to the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi. You can't even see that shit. That is. Why is that? One sec. I feel like you should be able to, but there's a backlight, right? All right. Contrast too high, maybe? Connect to Wi-Fi. All right. Connecting to the Wi-Fi, but you can't see this. Oh, is it only a 2.4 enabled device? The fuck? What kind of modern ass device? Probably to save battery, right? I mean, that's obviously why. They wouldn't make it worse on purpose for no reason. Shit. Right? You know, the screen's actually more responsive than I would have thought. I'd love to show you, but I don't want to show you my password. That's a real conundrum we've got going on, isn't it, chat? You want to see... I keep hitting... Yo, they put that WPS button... Yo, hello? What are they doing, man? They put that button... They put the WPS button right beside the connect button, and I've hit it 3 times. Because it's in the spot for connect. Like, I don't understand. Sal gonna read us about... That would actually be some seriously quality. That would be quality. Actually. I should do that. We should do that. Where I just sit there with my Kindle and read. Wouldn't that be great? I feel like you guys would like that. Oh, I don't remember what my Amazon is. Uh-oh. What's my Amazon account? This is how we get DDoS, or this is how we get doxxed, chat. This is how we get doxxed. This is how it happens. I don't remember. Where on your Amazon account? I don't know. I'll guess. Yeah, here. So this is what it wants. I'll show you. So you guys can be in on it. All right. Register your Kindle. We want to do this. See? That's pretty responsive, no? Don't you think? I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I like how it's just such a, I don't know, it's such a weird thing to look at. Like yeah. No glare because it's e-ink, right? There is a backlight, I think, though, right? Yeah, I think you can... I think it's backlit. I'm trying to look. Yeah, this version's backlit. No, e-ink is impossible. If you look at... If you look at Unbox Therapy's meme, he, like, tried one, and he was like, dude, I can't. The phone he got, like... lasts like 2 weeks. but it's actually bad. Now we play password roulette to see if I got it right. Okay. I don't want to get doxxed here. How do I know if they're gonna show any important information? Dude, I don't want to give you my fucking phone number. They want my phone number now. Chat, can you believe the goddamn audacity? No thanks. Continue without Kindle Unlimited. Thanks. I'll buy my books. I would rather not connect my Twitter account. And I'll skip the Goodreads, please. Alright. Done. Alright, here we go. This is where we're at. Okay, how do we turn off the... Let's go literally nothing. Oh yeah, you guys can see that shit. Perfect. Look at that, you can see that perfectly. Recommended for you. See, I had chess openings. Isn't this nice? Kindle free time. Vocabulary builder. Vocabulary builder helps you learn new words while you read. Thanks, Amazon. Look, Amazon is educating me, you know, while they steal my money. Words that you looked up in the dictionary while you read automatically appear here. You can then view flashcards or review usage examples for those words. Cool. But there's nothing here. Alright then. I guess we want to hit home. Where were we in 5 dialogues, chat? Should I read? No, I was kidding. Because they take all my money. No, I would not like to cancel this download. Alright, download complete. Boot that shit up. Are we going to read, chat? Is reading good? I don't know if I can read. Death is quite the reader. I'm not. We got to do the... Oh my god. Oh, cool. This is actually quite intuitive. This is quite intuitive. But I feel like you guys can't see. Hold on. Let me put this here and I'll get close again. Got to make sure I got the ASMR tunes on here. AKA real close. There we go. Now I know how I sound. Alright, I'll give it a shot. We reading here? Should I try and bring this down more? Oh, it's like it was like just out of range, I think, for solid memes here. Is it still a little bit backlit? Oh god. Oh, I would imagine that if I had to guess, can we like fucking not teach me how to use tapping? Okay. How do you get out? All right, chat. This is the difficulty. How do we leave? Tap the top. Oh my god, look. Font. Oh man, Jason has a hard time reading, so let's go up a size in font here. There we go. So now he can see. Right? And if we tap, I appreciate the tap. I never would have guessed. We go home. Let's make sure I could have just there. Okay. Yeah, it's like quite responsive. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. Is it Simias? Simius? Simias. All right. Simius? All right. I want to make sure that you guys can see this shit. We good? We should really just... Think you shake it like an Etch-a-Sketch? No, nothing. Fuck. That would be such a good Easter egg. I would just have it so it would pop up and say this is not an Etch-a-Sketch. All right. Thank you, Jason, for the sub, by the way. Like Simius, I too need an image, for I think this argument is much as if one said at the death of an old weaver that the man had not perished but was safe and sound somewhere, and offered as proof the fact that the cloak the old man had woven himself and was wearing was still sound and had not perished. If one was not convinced, he would be asked whether a man lasts longer than a cloak which is in use and being worn, and if the answer was that a man lasts much longer, this would be taken as proof that the man was definitely safe and sound, since the more temporary thing had not perished. But Simias, I do not think that is so. For consider what I say. Anybody could see that the man who said this was talking nonsense. That weaver had woven and worn out many such cloaks. He perished after many of them, but before the last. That does not mean that a man is inferior and weaker than a cloak. The image illustrates, I think, the relationship of the soul to the body, and anyone who says the same thing about them would appear to me to be talking sense. That the soul lasts a long time while the body is weaker and more short-lived. This is the body, the soul. I guess that's the point. No, not the body is the cloak, right? So the soul is like wearing us. It's like in there. It's just like a small light-colored thing. It's just wearing a body of flesh. Sal reading 50 Shades of Grey. That's sacrilege, I think. That's like the most bannable thing you've ever said, Ravi. Alright. Where were we? He might say that each soul wears out many bodies, especially if it lives many years. If the body were in a state of flux, and perished while the man was still alive, and the soul wove afresh the body that is worn out, yet it would be inevitable that whenever the soul perished, it would be wearing the last body it wove, and perish only before this last. Then when the soul perished, the body would show the weakness of its nature by soon decaying and disappearing. So we cannot trust this argument and be confident that our soul continues to exist somewhere after our death. For if one were to concede, even more than you do, to a man using that argument, if one were to grant him not only that the soul exists in the time before we are born, but there is no reason why the soul of some should not exist and continue to exist after our death, and thus frequently be born and die in turn. If one were to grant him that the soul's nature is so strong that it can survive many bodies, but if, having granted all this, one does not further agree that the soul is not damaged by its many births, and is not, in the end, altogether destroyed in one of those deaths, he might say that no one knows which death and dissolution of the body brings about the destruction of the soul, since not one of us can be aware of this. And in that case, any man who faces death with confidence is foolish, unless he can prove that the soul is altogether immortal. If he cannot, a man about to die must of necessity always fear for his soul, lest the present separation of the soul from the body bring about the complete destruction of the soul. Ah. Nice. Okay, chat. How do we feel? Sal, don't ever go into audiobooks? Oh, it's a tiny kappa. Very nice. I thought it was okay. So we hit this button at the bottom. Let me go here. You feel enlightened? Experimental browser's kind of neat. Let's try Twitter. Twitter.com. Loading. This is like a... This is a very unbearable experience, I think. It's UFC Canada. Can I click? Can I click? Can I click? Click, 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 click. Can I click this? What's the point of fucking having it if I can't click it? Alright. This is experimental. Right? Okay. So, we'll kind of kill it here. Yeah, I mean, actually, I probably shouldn't kill it here because I should give some final thoughts. This is obviously like just a typical e-reader in the sense that it's just a GIMP tablet with a screen that you can read like it's a book. It's extremely intuitive. The battery apparently lasts weeks, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this bad boy is waterproof, which is super good. Yes, it's waterproof. Right? It's got like 330 pixels per inch. 300 pixels per inch. Yeah, and it's like the printed style, right? So if you look, there's like no gap. So for example, look. If you look at this, yeah, it's fingerprint DSL. I don't know if I can show it to you. And it doesn't, the screen's not on, but you can actually see underneath like the edge of the tablet, right? Same with the MacBook or the iPad Pros, right? They're printed screens. This is printed on, so it's like a very thin gap. So this like looks like a slab. Like you can just barely see the distance between the screen and the thing that surrounds it. I mean, this is cheap, right? Like $100. It's pretty good. The waterproof is dope because you can just like chill at the beach or something, and it's just really peace of mind. I think it's nice. Nothing serious. Like you're not gonna use it for browsing. I don't think. It seems like it's actually, the browser is in fact more responsive than I would have thought. Like this is not bad. You know? And go to Google here. Hold on. Let's have a riot, shall we? Can we not see Twitch? Like, how is everything but me? Okay. Click a YouTube video. Let's see this. This is gonna be riotous. Okay, chat. Here we go. Loading up YouTube. I'm ready for the slideshow, dude. Do you think it won't load? I think it won't load. Oh my god, I wish I had the over-under on whether or not it loads. Oh, it's not gonna do it. Bro, it's not gonna do it. There's no plugin here. There was a problem loading this page. Yeah, okay. This browser is extraordinarily experimental. So, if we go to the Twitter meme here, my Twitter is here. Let's see how browsable this is. Because this is the one website I would have actually liked to browse. So I can see... Okay, so I can see Twitter. I don't know. Can you guys see Twitter? Let's get this here. Right? Ah, but you can't see, Fuck, you can't see the thread. Yeah, so I think if they were to do this properly, there wouldn't be any scrolling. Like, you would tap to go down. Like, because I think continuous scroll is a mistake when you have a refresh rate this low, right? Like the speed with which you work here. If you just had it so you jump down like a screen height every time you tapped it, or half a screen height, I think that would actually just be way better. I think. View conversation. Yeah, you just can't see the tweets that come before it. No, I mean, you would never use this for Twitter. Like, that's the one thing I would have liked to do in the morning, right? Instead of, like, browsing it on my phone or whatever. Browse Twitter. Just easier on the eyes. Sick. Okay. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Is what it is. Right? I mean, you can't go wrong. It's an e-reader with really nice feature set. Looks really good. Looks really good. Like, feels good too. It's light. Feels significantly lighter than this. Like, this feels like a brick and a half with all the smudges. Look at that. Ugh. This is like quite light. You could just chill with this. Carry this around easy. This is like a brick. And the thing about this thing is I felt like this was like almost only good for reading books. You know? But it's like really heavy and, you know, has glare. The glare is the big one that you're going to lose here. The glare is kind of crazy off of this. Whereas it's not going to happen here at all. Like, it's just, you know, it looks like a piece of paper. Except derpy. Okay. Now I'm done. Now mark it. That's it. Now we're finished. So, on a completely unrelated note, I bought these today. I know. I'm a shill. Jesus, that's so bright. Apple, what the fuck? Camera can't pick that shit up. Just too much light.